So, I have really good news and really bad news. And you have to hear the good news first, unfortunately, because it leads to the bad news. But then we can end on a high note, I think. The good news is I went home today and I talked to my family. Like, my whole family. Like, my dad, my brother, and my mom. My sister wasn't there because she was in New York with her boyfriend, but that's okay. Because she already knows. And, like, I sat down on the couch. First it was just me and my mom and my dad. And I was so nervous, so we watched the Patriots game first, and then I started talking to him. And I, like, told him everything, and he just sat there and, like, kind of played his guitar and listened. And I was like, I was just waiting for him to explode, pretty much. And he just sat and sighed a little bit, and then he, like, sniffed, kind of like a sniffle. And then when I, like, finished talking, he looked at me and he was like, I love you no matter what, and I will support you, and obviously you've had a hard life, and this is something that you're very sure of. And my mom was like, he's done his homework, like, he knows what he's talking about. Well, she used female pronouns because they don't do the male thing yet. But they're like, basically she said that I did my homework and I knew what I was talking about, and, like, my dad was like, I understand completely. And then my brother came home, and he's like, hey, what's going on? And I was like, nothing. And my mom's like, don't you think it's important to tell him too? I was like, okay. So we sat him down, and, like, I explained the whole thing over again, like, this has been the process of my life for, like, the past 3 years, and, like, this is where I'm going with it, and this is what I want to do, and, like, you're not losing me as, like, I'm going to be the same person. I'm just not going to be your little sister. I'm going to be your little brother, and, like, I'm going to be the same exact person I always was. I'll just start growing a beard. And he stopped breathing, like, literally, just, like, stopped. His face turned, like, cherry red, and his chest was not, but, like, he stopped breathing for, like, a good minute, I would say. And my mom was like, Tony, you need to breathe. And he was just, like, staring at the table, like, not saying anything. And he's like, I'm just in shock. And he looked at me and he was like, I love you, and I'm going to support you, but I cannot understand this right now. And I was like, I was going to see my friend, because she goes to school right near my house. So, like, I was going to have dinner with her. And I got in the car, and I started driving, and I realized that, like, as much as my happiness is important, like, it's my grandmother and my grandfather, and I don't want, like, to lose my last couple years with them. Like, I can start hormone therapy in a year from now, and it'll be fine. So I think that I'm gonna talk to my doctor and ask to postpone starting hormone therapy at least till after Christmas, so that I at least see her one more time. And it's, like, really hard for me to wrap my head around, because, like, I just hit 2 weeks. I'm just seeing changes. Like, I'm the happiest I've been. I was so relieved when I started, and I'm so scared that I'm going to go in there and be like, I need to wait another 3 months. Can you do that for me? And have them be like, if I decide to, like, stop now and then start again, like, have them take away my ability to start up again. And, like, I don't want to have to go through 6 months of therapy, all because, like, I had to stop. But at the same time, like, I want to see my grandmother again. And